Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing well. Welcome. We're going to dive back into our branded deck profile. Obviously, you're going to be familiar with most of the cards in the previous deck profile that we did. Somewhat, we are playing well with it. I do think maybe adding more bestials can be more beneficial. But one adjustment I am considering running in this deck is DD Crow. It seems a little far-fetched. You're probably going to be like, why do you want to run DD Crow? Because DD Crow can banish the True Light. Once you banish the True Light, I do not believe they have a way of getting it back. Every time I played up against a Blue Eyes player, they struggle. Obviously, with a branded deck being at 60 as it is, it's not as easy to be able to kind of recycle back and obviously pull in the starting hand if necessarily needed. I run Happy Feather Duster and Heavy Storm to be able to obviously shut it down. Thrust you keep at 3 solely for the fact that grass looks greener. You could add evenly matched if you really wanted to, which could help and play. I have recently implemented Ash Blossom back into the deck build because I was sick and tired of seeing stuff. It's so hard because in a world where monsters can literally play into other monsters to be able to trigger effects, Blue Eyes for example, you know, you kind of need the Imperm, the Veiler. You could add Droll, but it's branded, you know what I mean? Branded works as well on its own anyway, without obviously all the necessary shit. So this is the latest installment of the deck build. I'm still working with it. Saranir, obviously, to be able to send a Retribution or any of the other trap cards necessarily needed. Jurist, you could probably drop to 1 if you want to run DD Crow. You don't necessarily need to. Obviously, you could run Fualos if that's something you want to do. It's very hard because you don't want to kind of slim it down too much of all your 3 cards. Because I dropped High Spirits to 2 because I kept bricking into the 3rd, and I was just like, ugh. You know, but it's definitely difficult. Even if you're on DD Crow at 1, I know it's a little far-fetched and it might be a little bit pointless, but like I said, this is a work in progress. Anyway, we have DD Crow, Tragedy, Double Maxi, Triple Ash, 3 Albaz, 3 Alaba, 2 Tri-Brigade Macuria, 1 Springer's Kit, 2 Cartesia, 2 Quem, 1 Magnuma, Saranir for 3, only because it benefits sending the traps and stuff to the graveyard. We also have Druid Swarm. You could potentially run at 3 as well. Very good for banishing, obviously, the necessary cards you need to dispose of and get rid of. We have Baldrake. The reason why I say DD Crow is because if you banish the True Light, they have no way of getting it back. Even Maiden. Maiden can't even target. It has to be graveyard or hand. Or deck. Yeah. Just double check that. I'm pretty sure it's graveyard. Yeah, hand, deck, or graveyard. Yeah, so if you banish it, you're fine. I don't know, there might be better other banishment cards out there. But I'll do some research. Anyway. Okay, it's Triple Saranir, Druid, Baldrake at 1. Albion, you can run this at 3. I choose not to, but it's questionable. It depends on how you want to play it yourself. Bestial Rebellion, yet again, you can run a 3 if you really want to. Naburu, Happy Feather Duster, Heavy Storm, Foolish Burial. We have double Gold Sarcophagus to be able to play with Tragedy and Macuria if needed. Grass looks greener at 1 because it's limited. Fusion Deployment. I am very hit and miss with Fusion Deployment because it locks you into fusions. And it's good for an Albaz play, but because things are so easily negated now, I don't know. I'm questioning whether running it. We have Branded in White, Branded Fusion, Triple Tactics Thrust. We have our Branded Lost, 3 Super Polys, Double Cool Buy, Double Branded Opening, Branded in High Spirits, Branded in Red, Branded Sword, Branded Banishment, and Fusion Duplication and Branded Retribution. Last time I was talking about dropping Duplication. Do not drop it, because if you do and are able to trigger Thrust, you can set the trap after you've activated the Branded Fusion, and then in the next turn you can activate, obviously, the Duplication to banish the Branded Fusion and then add it back. But yeah, we have Mud Dragon, Garura, Titan Clad, Albion at 2, Corantis, Mirror Jade at 2, Searing. We have Albalenita solely for Blue Eyes, Granguginal, I don't fucking know how you pronounce that shit. Rinbrum at 1, Sanctifier, and then Star Source along with Verte. Like, I'm going to be honest, you don't have to run the Garura Madragon. You can run Furious Dragon, but the problem is not many people are running Dark. They're more focused on the light front than anything else. This deck happened to go on an 8-win streak the other day. I should still have it on the ranked ladder. Obviously, we are in platinum, but yeah. If you want to, obviously, I'll do one thing at a time because I'm trying to juggle too many things at once. So, as you can see, match history. Yeah, we went on a nice 8-win streak. We did lose a couple here and there. We got absolutely bodied them. Every deck was meh. Every deck started with Maxi. Every deck had an out. And it was just, it was a killer. You know, first, what was this one? This popped off. It was crazy. Mental. How well this works. And it looks so simple. But transmigration's your biggest enemy. Being able to negate on chain 2 link or higher. We also had a branded, obviously, face-off, but they hit me with a dimensional barrier, which is annoying as shit. I can't even remember how they came about to win this, because I knew they're bored with a Nibiru, but somehow they pulled into something, and I can't remember. Oh, it was DPE. Yeah, they pulled Fusion Destiny and got DPE out, which completely ruined everything for me. And then we also have... Once this hits the field, man, you may as well just throw the towel in, unless you've got a way to dispose of it. Hence why I run Happy Feather Duster and Heavy Storm. Also adding to that, you could run the trap card called Typhon, and then last but not least, fucking Flu. Look, honestly, why this card isn't banned is beyond me. Why this card even exists is beyond me. When a monster in the face upon the field negates its effects, during that turn the monster will special summon. If an effect monster is special summoned, the tap position changes defense. But activate only if you control no special summon monsters, which they don't because it's all tribute summons. Fuck off. I hate Flu. Flu is one of the worst fucking decks in existence. It really is. But yeah, obviously played up against Branded themselves. We also got Blue Eyes. I think the one before was Blue Eyes as well. Yeah, obviously Blue Eyes. Then we had ourselves a Prime White Blue Eye. I had 3 Blue Eyes in a row. Fucking hell. Nope, I lied. I had 4 Blue Eyes in a row. And then 5. What the fuck? I beat 5 Blue Eyes decks in a row. Exodia. And then we had Kashtira. Wow. Okay. Interesting. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. If you want to see the deck in action, obviously come by, swing by the stream. Most days at 6 PM anyway. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. Peace.